days of scathing rebukes from the Catholic Church and Republicans, President Obama today announced what appears to be a reasonable compromise on the issue of contraception. Senator Barbara Boxer of California summed it up as well as anyone with her statement, quote, "The fact that groups from Planned Parenthood to the Catholic Health Association support this policy should put an end to the vicious political attacks." Congresswoman Karen Bass is a Democrat from California and is a member of the Budget Committee. Good afternoon.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
And thank you for joining us. This may seem like a victory for basic compromise to you or I, but sadly at least one of your colleagues doesn't see it that way. Here's what Congressman Joe Pitts, Republican of Pennsylvania, said, quote, "This is a fig leaf and a disingenuous gimmick. The president needs to take off his green eye shade and read the First Amendment. This outrage is one more reason why the president's health care law needs to be repealed." Your response to that, ma'am?
Well, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I'm shocked that in the 21st century we're actually having these arguments. You know, I was just talking to a young woman right before this interview who has health care coverage, and she has to pay $75 a month for her birth control bills. Why should that be? Birth control, family planning services should be a routine part of health care, and of course the insurance plan should cover it. You know, the other thing that this misses completely is that family planning is used for other than preventing pregnancy. Women are on birth control pills for a variety of reasons that they might have as health issues.
And yet 99% of women in this nation have used contraception, including over 80% of Catholic women. So who are your fellow Republicans speaking to when they continue to drive this issue?
Well, I think they're speaking to each other, and the thing that's also been fascinating to me has been the response from men. When I have looked at the TV shows, the way it's been covered, it's been interesting to see the outrage from men, and you did say 99% of women at some point in time have used birth control services, but I do think that it is very instructive to know that the Catholic Health Association, the trade associations for Catholic hospitals, is supportive of this policy, and they said that they considered that it respected religious liberty, and it was a conscious policy that they thought was thoughtful and shouldn't be used as a wedge issue. So, we are talking about health care.
So given that fact, do you think there's any chance that Mitt Romney, Rick Santorum and Newt Gingrich will now drop this issue?
Oh, no, I don't think they'll drop the issue at all, because I think that they have been looking for any and every wedge issue to grab onto, and I think that's because they really don't have much else to say for themselves. They can't challenge the president on foreign policy. They're very weak in challenging him on the economy. They don't like the fact that the unemployment statistics have gone down, and so I think that they are desperately grabbing for issues, and this is the latest one this week.
And you think that they're using the issue of contraception and women for purely political purposes?
I think they are using the issue for purely political purposes, and as I said at the beginning, it is amazing that we are sitting here talking about family planning services for women, women's health care. I wonder if they would object to men's health care in the same way. Maybe vasectomies shouldn't be provided either.
Indeed. What a thought. Congresswoman Karen Bass from California, thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank you. Stay with us. Much more ahead.